Are you filing a pleading in relation to a case before the Supreme Court? The eCourt PH portal is your new digital gateway to the entire Philippine judiciary. With eCourt PH, lawyers can file all cases before the Supreme Court, except administrative and bar matters. Upload pleadings and track their progress all online, anytime, anywhere. In this video, we'll guide you through how to use the platform and get your filings done quickly, securely, and in full compliance with the rules of court. Let's get started. Go to and access the Philippine Judiciary platform through the website portal.judiciary.gov.ph. Simply log in with your credentials. Non-PJ365 users should create an account and undergo the required verification process through the platform. Once you have a verified account, you just need to sign in and select eCourt PH. Please note that some PJ365 users must complete the verification process in the Philippine Judiciary platform and wait for confirmation before you can access eCourt PH. Start by clicking eCourt PH. Welcome to your dashboard. Here, you'll find the menu bar, cases filed per jurisdiction, statistics panels, list of filed cases and drafts, and your general profile information. These are everything you need at a glance. Ready to file? Click the New Filing button to begin. Next, select the Supreme Court as the jurisdiction for your filing. Here, you have the option whether you're filing a new case or submitting a pleading in relation to an existing one. Part 1. Filing a new case. Case details. To start filing a new case, the first thing that you need to do is to fill in key information about your case. Enter the case category, case type, and the number of cases being elevated to the Supreme Court. When you're ready, click Next to move forward, or hit Back to Dashboard if you want to return to the main page. Now, let's indicate the court of origin. Choose whether this is an original filing to the Supreme Court or an appeal from a lower court or quasi-judicial agency. If it's an appeal, click Add Details if filing an appeal from lower court or quasi-judicial agency, and fill in the necessary fields such as the name of the court or agency, case number in the court of origin, and other important information. You may add as many entries as necessary to indicate the procedural history of the case, leading to its elevation to the Supreme Court. When you're all set, click Next to continue. For the lawyer's details, click the Update Details of your law firm or government agency or as a solo practitioner to add the names and details of the counsel handling the case. A pop-up window will appear. If you are filing on behalf of a government entity or a law firm, select the appropriate agency or firm from the drop-down list and provide the required details. Once all information has been entered, click Update Lawyer Details to save. Otherwise, simply click Cancel to close the pop-up window. If you have co-counsels, you may add them so they can view the files by clicking Add Details of other lawyer handling the case at the lower left portion of your screen. A pop-up window will appear where you'll need to verify each lawyer's details by entering their roll number, first name, and last name. You may add more lawyers who are co-handling the case with you. Once all details have been reviewed and confirmed, click Next to proceed. In the Parties Details section, you will be required to identify all petitioners and respondents to the case. To begin, click Add Petitioner or Add Respondent. A pop-up window will appear. Provide the necessary information for each party, including their classification, mailing address, and whether they are represented by an authorized representative. If a party is represented by counsel, you may select the appropriate lawyer from the drop-down list. This list is automatically populated based on the information you previously entered under lawyer's details. You may add multiple petitioners or respondents as may be applicable to the case. Upon completing the party's details section, you may now proceed to upload the necessary documents in support of your filing. Separate upload fields are provided for the initiatory pleading and the list of other documents or annexes. Please ensure that each file does not exceed 100 megabytes in size. Please note that pursuant to the guidelines on the transition to electronic filing in the Supreme Court, approved last May 20, 2025, initiatory petitions or pleadings and motions for extensions of time to file those petitions or pleadings in the following instances shall also be filed electronically with the Supreme Court through the Philippine Judiciary Platform from July 1, 2025 until September 30, 2025. Please note, however, that filing through the Philippine Judiciary Platform is only an additional requirement until September 30, as the primary mode of filing remains as provided under the rules of court. Beginning October 1, 2025, the electronic filing and service through the Philippine Judiciary Platform shall be mandatory for filers. Initiatory petitions or pleadings shall be filed through the Philippine Judiciary Platform, but their service shall be in accordance with the rules of court. Once the documents are uploaded, you may now proceed to pay the relevant fees for filing. Here, you may update relevant information, including fee exemptions or your payment details. After completing your payment, carefully review all case information provided in the previous steps. Just a reminder, if you need more time at any point in the process, your work is automatically saved in the drafts located at the bottom of your dashboard. You can return to it anytime when you're ready to continue, just before you submit it. Once verified, you may proceed to file the case by clicking the Submit and File button. Upon successful submission, the case will appear on your dashboard. You may continue to monitor its progress and view case details by selecting it from the list. Part 2. Filing a pleading in relation to an existing case. Now that we've walked through the process of filing a new case, let's move on to how you can file in relation to an existing case before the Supreme Court. This applies when the matter you're filing is connected to a previously filed case. The steps are similar, but with a few key differences tailored to the context of an existing case. On your dashboard, click New Filing to initiate the process. Select the appropriate jurisdiction and then choose Related to Existing Case. Enter the existing case number in the designated field and indicate your role in the case. If this is your first time filing in the case, an entry of appearance will be generated after the filing. Click Enter Appearance. You will then select the party you are representing. In instances where a party does not have contact details recorded, you may input a valid email address and phone number. Ensure that the correct party is selected before clicking Save to confirm your appearance and contact information. That wraps up our instructional guide on how to file cases using eCourt PH, whether you're filing a new case or submitting pleadings for an existing one. Right now, this system is available for filings before the Supreme Court, but its adoption across other courts is expected to follow soon, with the Supreme Court pushing forward with its modernization efforts. eCourt PH is a big step toward making court processes faster, more transparent, and easier for everyone to access.